guess I'll go there.
Are we on?
It says apparently we should be live. It looks like we're broadcasting. So.
Oh, I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing yet.
You got nothing?
How am I going to see questions?
Oh
my goodness.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to be on Facebook. I
Well,
want YouTube.
It says we're live, but we can't see you. So that's pretty cool.
Maybe lying like a cheap watch.
I think it is. You really would think it was Mercury retrograde, I have to say, but
it's not correct. It says live from the awareness shop. You're apparently
there we
live.
go. All right, ta-da!
All right, we're getting there. Okay, so now all I've got to do is get onto YouTube,
right.
and we should be golden.
All right. Oh, Claudia, we don't really do that. All right, so Claudia, Michelle, Julia. So far, so good. Except about what's going on astrologically until we can see more folks. Because right now, I have a still shot and a spinning ball, but I am seeing some people come up in the comments. So we have dark moon tonight. It's you can't see anything. No, try again. It's not Mercury retrograde, but it sure feels like it. So I would say that it's like the calm before the storm, or a time to think about seeds that you want to plant. On the 25th, we're going to be under the new moon. We're going to be under the new moon, and a new moon is going to be in Aquarius. And that is going to give us a sense of community and working together.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
I think.
It's okay, Claudia. We'll do our best. We'll just pull a card and ask about guardians and guides, and see who's coming into your life or who's hanging out with you. So it'll be okay. Don't worry. And I see Lori's there, so maybe she'll chime in something.
All right.
So Claudia is first when we get sorted.
Okay.
I
still find the chat here.
I still am kind of stuck. I don't know what's going on.
Top chat, live chat.
So maybe she'll chime in something.
Oh,
Okay.
it's working. Turn your volume off.
It's way behind.
Hello, everybody. I think we're so we're live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook.
And we're live on Facebook, and I think it's going to work this time.
It is working.
Yay.
So I got the chat up on YouTube.
All right, see, now I'm frozen again.
Don't worry
okay.
about
I
the
don't
freeze.
care.
Just don't worry about it.
Also, the new moon is going to herald in the year of the metal rat in Chinese astrology. Hi, Susan. And the metal rat is about the truth. We have that saying, he ratted me out. And we have that because, the rat tells the truth. He does show things. He does rat out people. So I think the new moon is going to start quite an interesting trend of truth-telling and the ability to work in community and see through falsehoods. So I'm really looking forward to this new year and this new moon. And Imbolc is just around the corner too, so we know the days are going to get longer.
What happened?
I know. We know the days are going to get longer and things are going to get better. Hello, Marie.
The shadows are shrinking.
So the shadows are shrinking. All right, so we're off to the races because we only have about an hour and a half maybe. So our first question is Claudia.
Hello,
and
Claudia.
she wants
Thanks
to
for joining
know
us.
If she has people that she loved still watching over her. And she says she's a Cancer and she wants to know what can she expect. Well, I pulled the Ace of Wands, and to me, this is a card about like the homestead. So it's interesting that you're a Cancer, because people are usually very focused on the home. But I think it's also talking about parents and grandparents and lineage and loved ones. So I do think that you are going to grow forward this year by using the knowledge and energies of people in your past. So values and things that were instilled in you by others who have gone before, I think you're going to use to move forward. And I do see a big focus on the home environment and keeping things, together in that way. All right. Hi, Pamela. So you're up next.
Alright.
Julia wants to know if the universe has something important to tell her.
Probably.
Probably.
Why do I get the feeling you're just not listening, Julia?
Oopsie
I
daisy.
don't know. Let's have a look.
Oh.
The fool. Oh gosh, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. What absolute poppycock. Yeah, this is just, it's all part of that conditioning, isn't it, you know? Because the fool is the wisest one in the deck, and I think this may be something that you should probably take on board here. The fool always represents the start and the culmination of a cycle. He doesn't have a number, he's zero. I forgot to turn the wax melter off. So if you're hearing weird rumbling noises, it's our wax melter. We're trying to make candles in amongst all this. So the zero, yeah, defies description, doesn't have a number, both beginning and end, alpha and omega, if you will. And the fool is very much about taking a step of faith. You can see he's on the edge of this cliff here, and everyone's going, oh, come away, you fool, you're going to fall to your death. Not so. If he steps off there, he knows he will absolutely learn to fly, or there'll be a soft landing for him. Right. And furthermore, there's tremendous wisdom in this card as well.
Faith.
We all get so hung up doing the 9 to 5, you know. It's one of those weird, ironic things, you know. We're never in a house that we're working 3 jobs to pay for. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. And, you know, let's have a moment of silence for everybody stuck in traffic on the way to ride a stationary bicycle at the gym. You know, it's just this guy has achieved. He's acquired very few needs. You know, so he's got all he needs in this, and this beautiful, amazing panoramic vista in front of him. He's happy, and that's what life is about: happiness. Finding happiness. I mean, was it life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Screw the pursuit. Happiness is a choice. Okay, and I think sometimes we get so bogged down in unnecessary obligations and get caught up in this crazy muggledom, especially having just gone through, you know, Merry Cashmas and all that. You know, spending money we haven't got on people we don't particularly like, on things they don't even want. You know, so this is perhaps about you taking a little step back and really beginning something anew. And just letting go of the crap that's like a millstone around your neck, and you'll feel so much lighter. I think that's what I would say, Julia. It's a step of faith for you, but it is a new beginning. So, oops, let's throw everything to the floor.
All right. So hello everybody who just joined. Pam.
Oh gosh, there's a load.
Pam, Anita, Heather, Barbara, Amy.
We're on YouTube too. We're live on YouTube, our Awareness Shop channel on YouTube, so check us out there as well if you can't get through on Facebook.
So Joanne's question, we're already about 10 behind, but we'll do everybody, don't worry.
We'll catch up.
All right. So Joanne's question says, this year she's coming for a special birthday, and she wants to know what this year might have in store for her. So
40's
that's
not old
my
if you're
turn.
a tree.
Oh. Well, I think this is about, hi Heather, about a connection with deep wisdom and the wisdom of understanding how to heal. So this is the kind of idea of feeling wiser, not older. So it could be that you have someone special coming into your life, but I kind of get the feeling that this is you learning how to truly support and heal yourself, and not so much about love life and that kind of thing. I think this is about the wisdom to heal and understand things. So that's what I would say for you, Joanne. All right.
Some sauce.
Anton, you're up with Jessica J.
Cynthia says, hi guys. Hello, Cynthia. Welcome, welcome. Who we got now?
Jessica J, because there are 2 Jessicas.
Oh, this gets confusing.
So she said she's had a really tough time the past 3 years, and she wants to know what she can look forward to.
Oh, bless. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can find something useful, eh? Hard work. But hard work is not bad. This actually is productive. This is productive work for you. So I think maybe the last 3 years you felt like you've just been spinning your wheels in the sand, and you've just not really got a lot of traction, and things have just been very hard to achieve, and it's almost like, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Well, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with your work ethic at all. And if you're prepared to just do what's necessary, just that simple task, 1 foot in front of the other, look, you're going to get there. and this is earned wealth. So this is, if there's an opportunity for a promotion at work or more responsibility for you, it's definitely going to bring a better pay grade. Or if you work for yourself, this could be more contracts that you're going to get. It's definitely earned income, and this, for me, this is a great card. We like this one, don't we? We do like this card a lot. So yeah, things are on the up, has to be said. So keep the faith and just keep at it. Capitulation is not an option.
And I've got Jessica T.
Jessica T.
Who wants to know about school or career. Oh, well, this is definitely a great future to look forward to. I think you're going to kind of try to do both. In fact, I think you might find that work would supplement income for school. This is the card that represents Capricorn. Hi, Erica. And Capricorn is all about career and moving forward. So I think, Jessica, that you might find, if you ask, that you might get compensation or time to go to school. And I think that you're going to end up being able to do both, and to do both very well. So I think this year is going to be one of success and positive energy. Hi, Erica. I know it's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's that crazy dark moon and all that stuff.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Erica.
All right.
It's awesome.
Anita, I wrote down one question already. Which question would you like?
I'd like 12 questions.
I'll kind of combine
please.
them. I'll combine them. I'll see. I think I can combine them.
Who we got now?
All right. Pam.
Yes.
Wants to know about some wisdom for her future.
Wisdom for the future, eh, Pam? Well, thanks for joining us. Let's have a little look. Decisions. I think, I don't know. I've got the words of the great prophet Led Zeppelin stuck in my head, from Stairway to Heaven, the song you're never allowed to play. But this one, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, you can always change the road you're on. So don't be so hung up about, I think, making the right decision here, because sometimes you just have to go with it, and especially if it's a trust thing, you have to pay it forwards. I know that sounds crazy, and I do sense you've been through the mill a little bit, but unless you pay that trust forwards, unless you are willing to trust from the get-go, you're straight off in a Mexican standoff. Oh, she doesn't trust me. Well, why should I trust her, kind of thing. So you know what I mean? So don't get so worked up about making the right decision here. Just go with something, because truth be known, if we look at this little blindfold around her face where she would say, oh, I just don't have all the information yet. I just don't have all the information. I've got everything weighed up. I can't possibly make a decision. Well, you can see, because if you look very closely on this card, you can see the eyes are peeking out underneath the blindfold. So you actually do have the information. Just go with it. And it doesn't matter. There's no wrong here, There's no mistakes. Life is just lessons, and lessons need to be learned. So have at it, and I think expect amazing stuff.
All right.
That's my 2 cents anyway.
I'm up next for Amy, who wants a general reading.
We don't have any generals.
And I pulled this.
Although he's
now,
fairly close.
For you, I think this is Spirit, Amy, saying that there is some kind of respect for yourself and respect from others. Now, I know I just said this was the Capricorn card, and that's true. And I said that this was great for career and school, and that's true. Hi, Ash. Hi, Luann. But I want you to notice the red scarf around the neck here. And sometimes Capricorn gets accused of having a hidden agenda or a plan for power.
An ulterior motive for their hidden agenda.
But for you, I think that this is about taking heed and looking at the things that you've got and trying to re-impassion yourself about them, and use those tools to push yourself forward. And respect is something earned, and I think you've earned it. And now I think that you'll find ways to kind of get that respect to come from others so that you can move forward. So I think this is a year of impassioned, driven kind of energy and endurance and respect for you. So that's for Amy.
How cool and trendy
All
is
right.
that?
So, hi, Liz.
Cynthia says she loves the dark moon. It's kind of cool. It's a real great energy, but this is a particularly cool one, isn't it?
It's a wild thing. We have Saturn and Pluto conjunct in Capricorn. The sun is just left Capricorn and moved into Aquarius, but Saturn still rules Aquarius. It's the ancient ruler of Aquarius. There's a lot of wild things. And then we have the Aquarius new moon. So sun and moon will both be in Aquarius. When we get to the 25th, new moon. New year in the Chinese zodiac, and Imbolc. So, all right.
Busy calendar. Busy calendar. All right, who we got?
So this is for Crystal Lynn.
Okay.
She wants to know about love. She's had a little bit of confusion in that department. She'd like to clear it up for her.
It's all fun when things are confusing, isn't it? Okay. Well, I don't know. Sometimes knowing when to kind of leave it alone is the wise thing. Notice though that we're not burning all our bridges and burning the place down and having a massive row and tearing everything apart and throwing everything, all of the goods and chattel out on the pavement or whatever you call it, out through the window. But I think a break here would be useful. I think just really to reset yourself. I think sometimes when we get too close to a situation, we get too embroiled, and it's very difficult to think. And I really think that you need a bit of alone time and a bit of time to really get your head back together and reevaluate what's truly, truly important to you. It's not giving up, okay? It's not a failure either. Sometimes we just need to take a step back so we can see a bigger picture. Because if you're too close, you're too embroiled in the situation, you really lack the perspective necessary to make a truly well thought out judgment, because you're just working on part of the information. So I think for you, just a little bit of breathing room would do you well right now. Okay?
All right, so I'm up next for Anita. So I'm going to
Anita.
stir these up a little bit. So Anita originally asked about her ability to be productive in the community. And then she said, well, I would like to ask about my personal goals being met. So I'm going to kind of look at them in conjunction.
Combination.
All right. So this is you, I think, feeling pressure. And, I have a little insight because I know you're Leo, and Leo doesn't ever do things slowly, quietly, or by halves.
What?
Yeah.
What are you saying? What? Aspersions, I tell you.
No, it's good things. I have Leo rising, so I get it. I think that you are nowhere near as stuck as you think you are. In fact, I think you are in the right place at the right time. And notice that she's dressed in red as well. So red, again, is that energy of respect and passion and drive. So I do think you're going to reach some goals. And how I think you're going to do that is to step away from the cold, hard past. You see all those swords behind her? There are no swords in front of her.
Indeed.
So the way forward is clear, and you can get there. Just stop being so hard on yourself, and recognize that you do have a lot of people around you that want to see you succeed too. So I think you are going to reach a lot of goals, and I think you're going to step away from some things that really have been pressuring you and move into a better space. So I think this is going to be a good year for you. Okay.
Awesome.
Anton, you're up next for Erica. Love life and something good about life in general.
You just want to hear something good. Just tell me something good, damn it. I will. I surely will. Actually, this is... So this card, the Five of Swords, a lot of people see this as an inherently negative card. On the grounds it's a 5. It's a sword.
Erica.
However, I think there's something in here that's a message for you that might have escaped you a little bit, and that is, I think you really need to start thinking about your leadership skills, because they're actually off the chart good. And how do I know that? Well, this person, a lot of people see this that like these people have, they drop the swords and this is a ne'er-do-well pinching them. I'm not seeing that right now in this context with you. I see this as two people, these could be work colleagues or people close to you, that have literally capitulated. They've given up. The drive has gone out of them. They feel utterly defeated, which is they've dropped their sword. They're no longer trying to engage. They've just literally, the life is out of them. They've given up. But here's you, and this is what you're good at. You've got that quiet, unsung hero thing going on, where you can come along, you can pick things up, dust people down, put them back on their feet, give them a cup of tea and get them all going again. And it's this done without a sense of drama, done without a sense of, incredible passion or screaming or shouting. I think you're very quiet about it, but I will tell you, people will follow you to the ends of the earth because they know somehow that you've got their back. And what I would strongly suggest is, even if you've not really thought about this, start thinking about getting yourself into a management position or a position where you have considerably more responsibility and more of a leadership role, because you are cut out for it. I think it was William Shakespeare who said, some are born great, some would aspire to greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. But I actually think that you're the unwilling leader. I accept that. But by the same token, you're damn good at it. So find your place of power and seize it and go for it. All right, Erica? Do it. Do it now.
All right. So this is for Pam L. and she wants to know about finances.
Finances?
All right.
It's your turn.
Finances, you Cancerian you, because this is the cancer card, by the way, that I use for
It's
cancer.
a King of Cups. I can tell that from that.
And I got to write a couple questions really quick here, and
All
then
right.
I'll get on there.
Slight delay while my dear sweet bunny multitasks. We could tell you all about this one. Don't panic.
Oh my
it's
God.
perfectly safe.
I have to scroll back.
All right. There's
Pam,
a lot of people
anyway,
asking questions.
I think you're going to get some kind of offer to do some extra work from home. So I see you having a regular job with a regular income and pretty good money coming in that way. But I also see some kind of work being done from home that kind of helps you get that little bit of extra money or get a little bit ahead. So think about what it is you might want to do, whether it's crafting or helping somebody do their bookkeeping, something like that. It's not a pyramid company, but I feel like there is something extra on the side that's going to give you that little bit of boost. And I think the summer is going to be really, really busy for you. So you're right, the next couple of months, winter, February, March, might be a little quiet. Take advantage of that and build up whatever it is you're going to be doing over the summer.
I have to stand up and get in a low battery notification on the streaming device.
Oh dear.
So you might have to do the next card. You
I
sure it's
will.
not a Mercury retrograde?
I will. I'm
It's
just
plugged
writing down
in,
all
it
these
should-
questions.
Excuse me one second.
Yeah, Crystal,
Maybe somebody's
Why?
unplugged it, the Egypts.
Shannon. We will get to everybody. Hang in
Okay.
there.
Very helpful.
Picks. We're about 20 behind now. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Something's
marriage.
not right with this. Okay. Oh. All right.
Okay.
It looks like it's charging now.
So I'm up for the next one, which is Crystal D, and she wanted a card for general reading.
All right, I'm just
Choices
gonna move
and
this
decisions.
over here.
You know, sometimes we do get in a place where we're not sure what is the right choice to make. And what I tell people is pick something and do it to the best of your ability and try not to get distracted by it. You know, when we look at this card, some of the things look really great, some of the things look really awful, and some we really can't tell. So I think for you, it's about making the choice, sticking with it, and not getting pulled off of that job. So if there's something that you really feel drawn to do, it's slowly moving the camera.
Oh no.
I'm on your side now.
Okay, I can't see. Yeah. Are we
All
there?
right. Yeah, you're good now. A little bit. What?
Wait.
We're having a crazy night. But anyway, pick something, whatever you really feel drawn to do, stick with it, and if you stay with it, I think everything will be fine. All right, that was for Crystal D. So Luann wants to know, should she move? And if so, in what direction should she go? So,
Is
let
that
me get a
still
card
charging?
for you.
Okay. This
This is for Luann.
is totally screwed up. This thing.
It's totally screwed up.
Yeah.
Is it gonna live?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Well,
All right, Luann, this is the star card, and the star is full of hopes and dreams and the ability to manifest things. So what direction should you move in? I think for you, paying close attention to astrology is going to be important over this coming year, and making the most of the opportunities that are given. So if you can't understand big parts of astrology, find a place to at least read your monthly horoscope, which I do always recommend Susan Miller at astrologyzone.com. And then, of course, I write a tarot-scope column once a month, but there you only get a couple of sentences. Susan really goes in depth. Luann, I think move forward with the best possible gifts that are being given. So pay attention to the stars, and if it says today's a great day to do whatever, try to follow that, and get in a rhythm or get in tune with things, and I think you'll be happier. Okay. Bridget, the path ahead, some direction. Ooh, well, I think this is going to be a really prosperous year for you. I think you have a lot of things to look forward to. And, again, sometimes we do get hung up on thinking that things cost too much, or, we're worried about being able to afford everything. Hi, Savannah. Hi, Tammy. And I think that you will be okay. Count your blessings. Try not to get discouraged if you don't feel you're getting paid what you're worth. Do your best with budgeting. And I think the path ahead is going to be pretty prosperous. I think you're going to be pretty surprised and happy. And I think you'll even be able to save some money this year to do some things you really want to do.
please forgive me. I'm
Okay.
sorry about that crazy disruption there. For whatever reason, our extension lead, even though the light's on, decided it wasn't going to provide power to the camera or the streaming, the little UDO video thing that we have for the streaming box. So everything was about to go flat. So I had to.
Hi, Nicole. Hi, Katie from Northern Ontario. All right.
Oot and a boot, eh? Love it.
All right, you're up
and,
next.
And hi, Jennifer. Jennifer says hi.
Oh, you have a Jennifer.
I
Okay.
do have a
Hi,
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
So who's next? Who
You're
do we
next
have?
with Jamie. To move or not to move?
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it's nobler to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. I'm sorry, I was getting my thespian on there. Oh, to move or not to move. Is this, you know what? There's lots going on here. This card is quite interesting. Gosh, how to best explain this? We'll take this as you're here, right? You're the character focused on this shady character that seems to be disappearing out of the this grey person, not necessarily shady bad, but it's like they're sort of moving away, and it's almost like you're focused on some kind of loss or feeling that there's a huge hole, but right in front of you is this incredible support infrastructure, and it's offering you all of these flowers. These are for you. Come on, it's okay. It's all good. So I think you feel driven to move because it feels uncomfortable where you are. But I get the feeling somehow this is like a deeper issue because you can't move away from yourself. if that makes any sense at all to you, Jamie. You know, wherever you are, you know, wherever you go, there you are. So I think, yeah, maybe go back to a little paper exercise, and split it down the middle. You know, for and against, and just try and find out what it is that is your primary motivation here. Because I think you're a little stuck. You're at a bit of a, I feel in you're not getting the right feedback, if that makes any sense. You know, it's things don't feel right. They don't feel comfortable for you, and I get that. But people are trying to make you feel happy and make you feel good around you. But I think there needs to be a little bit of internal examination, if that makes any sense at all, Jamie. I hope it does.
All right, I'm up for Melissa.
Melissa!
On the card in general.
So lots of people want to talk about generals.
Yes, about generals. Yes, nobody wants to talk about generals. Alrighty. So Melissa, here's kind of a cool thing. Who do we think this is? Well, many times we're told that this is Odin who dreamed the runes.
Oh, yeah.
But recently I've kind of had the feeling that this is Taliesin, the Radiant Brow. So, you know, it's even, the tree even looks like a big T to give us a clue. And this is the energy of Virgo, so paying attention to details. So I think you're going to have some real insights and wisdom coming in. And I think you're going to be able to figure out what the right thing to do with that understanding is. Sometimes it's really hard to know what to do with information, but I think you're going to kind of just get in a zone, and things are going to come in that'll be very helpful, and you'll be able to figure out exactly what to do with the information given. So I think there's a lot of really good gifts of wisdom for you this year.
Coolness.
All right, you're up next.
We've got a lot of people joining.
Yes, so can you
speed it up?
Yep.
I'm being told I talk too much.
Carol C., she feels a little bit lost and would really like some insight.
You feel lost, eh?
Carol C.
This actually is a. I love this card. This is the Ten of Pentacles. It is very much about. I think the whole package, but I think the thing that's important for you, this, although ostensibly everybody go, oh look, it's got it going on, you know, even the dogs and the kids and the grandkids and the heraldic stuff in this beautiful house and blah 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 blah, all the fun stuff. But the real message on this card is hidden directly in plain sight, and it eludes a number of people when you first look at it. But if you look very carefully at those 10 spheres, you'll see they're representative of the Sephiroth on the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah. So this indicates to me why you feel lost is that you feel spiritually unfulfilled. And I think for you, you need to go through a little bit of spiritual awakening. The thing is, if we don't deal with things holistically, if we just look after our physical needs or our mental needs, if we leave anything out, we're out of balance. We need all of them, physical, mental, spiritual, all together to be like that whole person. So for you, I think I see a spiritual awakening, and I think that's going to really help you an awful lot. I cut that short.
Oh, God.
I could talk for half an hour about that card. I could. All right, what you got now? Who we got now?
Liz Stokes wants a card for a general reading.
Can you write Jennifer on the list? Anything you can tell me about relationships? Yes, we will get to you. We're trying to go in order, Jennifer.
Okay.
So Liz wants to know about relationships?
Liz Stokes wants a general card.
Everybody wants to know about generals. I don't know. Judgment. Aye. Interesting card, this. I feel somehow that you're still hanging on to something that's not, you've not put to bed. You've not let it go, and it's almost like somehow it's holding on to that hot rock, you know, going one day justice will be done, and that's fine, but it makes no odds to the other person. It's you that's hanging onto the hot rock, expecting somebody else to get burned. So I think you've got to kind of leave this at this point, and let it go. And also, if you've got opportunity to do a chakra balancing, I know this is something you maybe know how to do yourself. I would strongly suggest you do that and just bring yourself back into balance, because I think you're a little out of kilter right now. And I think just that, the reason I'm saying that, because I'm getting the old 7 tones out of the old trumpet here, the toot. So this could be a really useful thing. Kathy, do us a favour. You can't really send a message to the awareness shop there. I just saw a message pop up on the screen.
I have it. She's over here.
Okay, she's done it. Perfect. No worries. Thank you. All right. So Liz, yeah, a little bit of reset, reboot, and let go of the crap that you're still holding on to. You know, let bygones be bygones. Forgiveness or letting something go is absolutely nothing to do with the other person and everything to do with you. It's you that's holding on to that. It's you that's holding on to that pain. You can let it go, you really can. All right?
All right, so we have 23 people waiting.
All right, we'll do the best we can.
So I'm going to say that I think at this point, Kathy A is probably going to be the last person to get their card answered, but we are going to go as quick as we possibly can.
I'll speed
So that
up.
was Liz.
I'll speed up. Your turn.
So next is Karen, kind of feeling lost and wants to know what to do with life. Well, I would say my information for you, Karen, is don't let somebody else take away your happiness. Sometimes people try to tap our energy or almost like make us feel down for feeling good. And we get in a rut of following that, But if you look really closely at this card, there's a little army of warriors coming over here to save the day. So I think if you want to feel happy, you deserve to feel happy. And if others around you can't understand why you're counting your blessings or why you're feeling great about something, then, don't focus on them. Just keep moving forward. Sometimes people just can't let somebody else be happy. I don't think this is so much about you letting yourself be happy as it is about others allowing you to be happy. So just kind of, smile at them in spite of their negative energy and get on with doing things.
You don't need their permission.
Exactly.
You don't.
All right. So Jamae wants a card because they feel down.
They feel down? I'm sorry, Jamae. Jamae, what is your art? What is your art? I love this card, this page of wands. This is very much, to me, is the young Taliesin. I feel that for this card particularly. And he very much is looking out there for inspiration. And I will also tell you, for me, whenever these cards pop up with the 3 pyramids in this, we're talking about an old soul. So I think it's about time that you started to delve within and get in touch with some of that innate wisdom that lies within you and start to develop your art, your expressiveness. Honestly, it doesn't matter what it is, and it doesn't matter if you suck at first. We all suck at first, but only by doing it repeatedly and putting an awful lot of love into it do you not suck. And then you've got this amazing way of being able to express yourself and get some of the stuff that I think you've bottled up and internalized for so long, which is like eating at you from the inside. This is going to be your way of like just venting it out there and getting it out there without knocking anybody's nose out of joint, without causing a war or whatever. You've got that beautiful way. So what is your art? Okay, you've got to go find your art. Doesn't matter whether it's poetry, painting, playing an instrument, but you need to develop that. And if you have one, start doing it again. All right, really get back there, because I think this is going to be the key to your bringing yourself back into balance. All right.
Okay.
Who we got now?
Crystal Y, because she's our 3rd crystal.
Crystal Y, because crystals are good.
Ooh, prosperity, so mote it be.
So mote it be.
What I like to tell people is there's this little snail. So you might have thought that you were putting in all this time and effort and energy and really getting no return on it. But what I would like to say to you is, you are going to see the windfall. So sometimes it's that energy of like pulling back the slingshot where you just feel like you're going backwards, 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 backwards. And there's a lot of effort that goes into that. But then whew, you soar forward. So I think this year is going to be fantastic for you, very profitable, and I think you are going to see a lot of return for past effort.
Coolness.
All right.
Here we go.
Shannon, not our Shannon, but someone named Shannon, a general
It's
card.
cool, man. Everybody wants to know about. Let's see what about Shannon's general choices, me dear. Choices. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Now, one thing I would be careful about is just be mindful that things are not always as they appear. Nor are they necessarily otherwise, but they're definitely not as they appear. So be mindful not to take things so much at face value, and don't swallow somebody's sob story here either. Okay. You're not as green as your cabbage looking, as they say in Yorkshire. So just really take that wisdom that you've learned and really just ask yourself the question, have I got complete and accurate information here, or is somebody just trying to sell me something that isn't entirely, bang to order? So, but I think you will make the right choice. I do believe that. It's just there seems to be a bewildering array at the moment. But just narrow it down, what's important, and I think you'll get through that. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with you.
Okay. So I'm up next for Tina C. Now there are two Tina C's.
Oh, dear.
So this is Tina Chan who asked first. So I'm up
Well, if
with
their
her.
name's on Facebook, everybody knows
Their
who they
name's
are.
on Facebook, so it's not like
So
I'm
it's-
outing them.
it's-
So this
yeah.
is Tina C. All right. Ooh, wishes coming true. I think there's a breakthrough for you with manifesting. Sometimes we are a little bit of our own worst enemy, and we think, well, I really want that. And when we use the word want, the universe says, oh, you want that? I'll let you keep wanting. But I feel like this is some sort of breakthrough for you with connecting to the flow of how things work and really getting things built around you that you've wanted to build, and getting things to recognize that you're in sync with them. So I think for you, a breakthrough in manifesting this year and just focusing on something and seeing it come right to you. So 9 is a very magical number. This is the 9 of Cups. That's to do with emotions as well. But to me, I feel for you, this is about getting your emotions behind something and learning that trick to manifesting well.
Coolness.
All right. Pixie, curious about her marriage. That's for you.
Okay, Pixie. That's a cool name.
And yes, Tina Consorti, you are on the list. You'll be up in a bit. But Sandy and Sarah, I don't know if we will get to because we still have a whole bunch to go. We'll do our
We'll try.
best, but
If I
but
talk
really
really quickly.
we can't stay past 7:00. Okay.
We can't. We got too much to do. So yeah, you want to know about your marriage. I think a marriage is something that honestly has to be worked at.
This is
And-
Pixie's card again.
Okay.
Sorry, I
and
interrupted.
I really feel that look, maybe there's a bit of cabin fever right now. I understand that, but I still think you need to budget a bit of time for each other, and just each other, and nothing but that. Honestly, if you can unplug the phone, sell the kids into slavery or send them out with a babysitter or something. Give the dog a nice juicy bone. Unplug the phone. Literally unplug, all right? No phones, no TV, just conversation. And if you get yourself a damn big pickle jar and you start to write down some things in that pickle jar, questions like, what's your first memory of laughter, or if you, not, these need to be really deep questions as well. If there was one thing in the world you could change, what would it be and why? And you start, you're going to have to start. You're going to take the lead here, all right, Pixie? But write those questions in. Now, budget some time for the two of you to sit down and do nothing but share the beverage of your choice and really start learning to communicate again. Learning to really I think there's been so many distractions and you've been all over the place. I think you've almost lost touch with each other. So I think you've got to work at this. If you want this to succeed, you've got to work at it. And but it's worth it in the long run. My 2 cents.
All right. Laura wants a card regarding her job.
Okay.
And Michelle, if you want to hang out for a bit, if we get there, we get there. But at like 2 minutes apiece,
We're trying.
20 is 40 minutes.
We're trying. We're trying. We're
All
very
right. So
trying.
this is Laura's about her job.
The devil.
Well, this is not necessarily a bad card. Everybody thinks it's a dark card, blah, blah, blah.
Much
But
maligned.
it does connect to the sign of Capricorn, which is career. And Capricorn rules the 10th house, the house of career. So a Saturn Capricorn energy. So it's about
Excuse me.
figuring out what you do well. Coping with understanding what you do well and then doing that. And, if you look closely, you can see the nooses around the necks of these people are big enough they could slip it off. So sometimes we think we're stuck somewhere that we don't belong, and we just feel we're stuck there. But this is about understanding how to find something you love to do, something that really speaks to you, and move forward with that. And once you do, you'll have the blessing. You see there's a little blessing up here. So, Laura, I really think this is going to be a good year for you to figure out what your career is about this year. All right. So, Anton, Dawn for advancing in the craft.
Okay. Let's have a look-see. You got to climb. I know this may sound absolutely crazy, but you need to climb a little bit here. One of the things, the nice thing about actually literally climbing a hill is it's really good for you. And I think for you, a reconnection with nature is essential. I think you've become too almost isolated from the natural world. Living in sort of a synthetic environment. And I really feel that you're being called upon to fundamentally reconnect with nature. Now, if only we lived in a part of the world where there were hills, where you could perhaps climb a hill and overlook a beautiful landscape, maybe with a river, with 3 ships on it, because there's 3 ships come sailing in here. So 3 is important as well. I think for you, sometimes I think you look at things too closely, and to step back and get a bigger perspective can help. But understand, in the words of Doreen Valiente, if that which you seek you find not within yourself, you will never find it without. So I know you're hunting around, you're looking under rocks, you read this book, done that book, whatever, but get back to nature. Understand that understanding the nature of nature itself is understanding how things work, and that's what the craft of the wise truly is about.
Well, I don't know if she's asking about the craft of the wise or just her craft in general, but I would say that this is the inheritance card, so it's something that is innate within you, and you'll be able to deal with that. All right.
All right then.
So next is Savannah, who wants a card in general, saying that this past year, 2019, was a tough one. So Savannah, what is 2020 looking like for you? Forward vision. I was laughing the other day saying that 2020 is beautiful, perfect vision. So this is also Sagittarius energy, but I know you're not Sag. I think this is about moving forward, getting back in the driver's seat, seeing the right direction to go, and being able to get there. Use what you have, you have a lot of tools, a lot of insight, a lot of energy. Pool it together, get things moving, drive yourself, and you are going to move forward quite quickly. Also, this is a card of safe travel, so I think, if you can afford it time and money-wise, do some traveling, again, to kind of drive yourself forward. And I hope that helps. I think you're looking forward to a good 2020. Hi, Timothy. No, we haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome back. Tammy wants to know, is she in the right house?
Gryffindor. You should be in Gryffindor. No, I'm sorry, I'm being trite. Probably not.
Oh dear.
To be honest.
Okay.
If this is a yes or no question, this is to me is pretty much definitely a no. Things don't have to be hopeless though, because the dawn is breaking there. I mean, sometimes, you know, what can we do with other things that we don't have, you know? If only, if only, if only. Sometimes making the best of what you've got can be a really useful thing. So, I don't know. There is light coming over the horizon, you know. It's always coldest and they say darkest before dawn, but I think you're okay. But if your gut's telling you you're in the wrong house, I think you are.
I see, now I have more insight. I know what's going on.
All right.
I think this is about cleansing that house and having somebody else cleanse the house. You see, the horizon is blue and healing, and
well, you know who you're talking to.
I know who I'm talking to.
Oh, okay.
You got to talk to me. There's too much for me to say in 2 minutes, but I get why Anton would think this is a no answer, but I don't think it is. I think there's more going on. So talk to me. All right.
I think what she's saying is things could be better. They're not right, but they could be better. Is that right?
No.
Okay, everything's perfect then.
No.
All right.
I want you to talk to me. All right, Juliana.
Curious.
Juliana wants a card in general. Juliana. Julian. That's me. Oh, I thought I was
You
Tammy.
just
Never mind.
barged in on
I just barged in on
That's
yours.
fine. I'll just
Juliana
barge
card
in
in
on
general. The world is at your disposal.
Don't dispose of the world.
You're in. You need to be inspired, and you need to answer a call. You know, sometimes we look for a door, and we knock and we knock and we knock, and they don't open, and then another door just opens kind of magically, and a lasso comes out and sucks us in. So I think you are on the edge of something big, and don't be afraid to take that risk. Don't be afraid to go through the door that's opened. If somebody is inviting you, they think you're worthy of the invitation. Remember that. All right. Desiree.
Desiree?
She got laid off, and
Sorry.
she's looking for a new job. What would be best?
Sometimes a kick up the ass can be a step forwards, you know. I know it don't feel like it at the time. Yeah, okay, a little bit of despondency. I don't know. Joking apart here, have you actually considered being a florist? I know that sounds absolutely... I'm just going to go with my gut feeling. It's all jasmines. And flower arrangements, beautiful flower arrangements. And
very
all that
creative,
sort of
for
stuff.
sure.
Yeah, I think something that where you get to work with your hands and your innate creativity would really help you. So, floristry, why not? Why not? Have at it.
Okay. Karen is worried about one of her children.
Don't worry. Worry is bad.
Well, as difficult as this may sound, communication is the key. Sometimes people don't talk, and when they stop talking, they get lost from each other. So maybe there's things you really need to know that they don't want to tell you, or maybe there's things that you do know and it's really hard to discuss that with them. So I think start from a place of neutrality and talk about a really happy memory first. You know, remember when we whatever, and that kind of gets the heart open, and then offer whatever you can offer to get them to talk to you more. So I understand that you're worried, and I know that sometimes it's really hard to relate to a different generation, and times are really difficult right now for everybody, but the importance is really on communicating. So.
Can I barge in on
Sure.
that one ever so quickly, because she just barged in on my last one. This to me, I love this. This is about emotional communication. All right, speak from your heart. And I think one of the things, particularly when you're dealing with somebody who's younger, is make them feel older, you know? Talk to them like an adult, and you may be surprised how receptive they are to your communication, you know? And do bear your, not your soul entirely, but speak from your heart, yeah? It never lies, your heart.
All right. Tina Consorti, a general card.
Yes.
It's you.
Oh,
See?
right. It's me now. I'm sorry. Hard work. But there's two ways to look at this. We can all go, oh God, why me? Why me? Why have I got all this crap I have to carry around? This massive burden, this huge, huge burden. Or you could go, hey, look at me. I can cart all of this in a wanna, you know? So we've all sometimes, you know, we have to clean our toilets. We do. We do.
Oh,
and sometimes
God.
things get bunged up, and the only way to fix it is to get your hand down there. Now, you can get all bent out of shape and all pissy and whatever, and you know, you're going to wind up wearing stuff, and it's going to be a thoroughly unpleasant experience. Or you can just smile and get the hell on with it, and it gets done. I know sometimes the enormity of the situation can be overwhelming at first, but if you just chip away at it a bit at a time, and you keep, you know, purse your lips and whistle, so to speak, you know, when you're chewing on life's gristle. But seriously, just rather than go, oh, why me, and draw that kind of negative energy to you, just like lift it up, you know, shoulders back, chin up, and go, I've got this, I can handle this. And you know what? That positive reinforcement to yourself will make you, you know, like suddenly you're putting the good gas in, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
All right then.
Ash wants to know about spiritual guidance.
All right. Is it an Ash we know?
No, Ashes, A-S-H-E-S.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ah.
I think that spiritual guidance, because you have this card with the rainbow on it, I think that is alluding to chakras and balancing the chakras and understanding the energy connected to the chakras. So I think your spiritual guidance is that there are a lot of energies available to you, and, you know, have a good look into chakra energy and how to work with those energy centers. All right. Shawnee. Her daughter passed away. Is there anything that her daughter wants her to know?
Oh, I don't do mediumship. Look at me, I'm not a medium.
Well,
I'm
just
like
take a card.
2X or something.
Take a card as the message from the daughter.
All right. Mixed signals. You know, it's like, come here, go away, come here, go away, come here, go away. And it's almost, I feel somehow that you feel there's so much that you wanted to say, but you know what, you still can. Just because somebody's no longer occupying a body doesn't mean the spirit isn't around anymore. So yeah, talk to her. That might sound really crazy, because I just feel that somehow you feel like, oh, I should, no, I shouldn't, I should, you know. And I just think this perpetual, almost like second guessing yourself is not helpful to you. So, you know, write her a letter, talk to her, commune with her. You'd be surprised, she's closer to you than you think she is.
Shawnee, that was your card. We didn't skip you. I wrote them down in order.
Okay.
All right. Donae wants to know why she came here tonight. Why was she drawn to the tea party tonight?
Well, because we're just fine-looking people.
Well, I think that because you are looking for a sense of community. This is about maybe feeling like you don't belong, and maybe you came here to find out that you do belong, and maybe the tarot is your thing. So I think the reason you were drawn here is to learn a little bit more about the cards and to connect with a spiritual community. That's my answer for you.
Well, there you go then.
All right.
Who we got now? I no, she didn't ask a question. She asked, should she ask a question, but she hasn't asked a question.
Jennifer?
Oh, Jennifer? No, we're up to Jennifer.
We're up to Jennifer
now.
now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Jennifer wants to know about relationship, you said.
Ah,
yeah?
yes. I don't know, my dear. I think you think sometimes, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? But let me just tell you, this is about, this card to me is the constant gardener card. And it really is just literally putting one foot in front of the other, doing whatever is necessary. No, not whatever is necessary. Doing what is necessary. And there's nothing amazing about it at all. It's just literally those steps. I mean, this gardener's come along and he's raked the ground and he's pulled out any big stones and all that. He's planted his seeds, watered them, thinned them out. Any little weeds coming, he's pulled them out. Slugs and snails, moved them to one side and just done the basics. And look what happened. Wasn't hanging on to it, going, come on, you bastard, grow. And I think sometimes there's this kind of like, I don't know, I almost feel like a kind of impatience there, or not frustration, wrong word, impatience. Frustration, but that frustration serves you not well. So just try to just be is the first thing, and be yourself and do what you do well, and learn to laugh and smile and just be that incredible Jennifer that can light up a room with a smile, and that's all it takes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. So we're up to Catherine's card, and then we have a bunch more people that have asked, but we really can't go too much further than 7 o'clock. So we'll do our best.
We'll do our best.
All right.
We will.
So this person has 9/11 PTSD.
Oh, bless. I'm
and
sorry.
it's the anniversary of finding her partner's body. So she wants to know if there's anything we can, say to her about that. Well, it's interesting. This is a card about building. So I think this is about rebuilding. And when we look, we see there's an architect, a monk, and a jester. So it's about focus, faith, and humor. So rebuilding those three things, rebuilding your faith, rebuilding your sense of humor, and learning how to focus again on the things that you want to build. So, yes, some things were lost, but not everything is lost. And if you're still here, you're here for a reason. So figure out what that reason is and put your faith, your hope, and your humor into that and go forward. Okay, so the next is Sandy. So we are going to do a few more.
All right.
Sandy wants a card for in general.
Everybody wants a general. Generals in their masses. All right, this is for you. I think is very much about manifestation. So Sandy, you're actually quite good at this, but I think, bless you sometimes do this the other way around. You do it back to front. That horrible thing called worry, oh, what if, and you start planning a route to exactly where you don't want to be, but that's where the energy that you're putting out there is going, and whatever you focus on comes into focus, quite honestly. So the magician, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. He has all he needs. He has his basic elements here on the altar, and just he focuses on how it is, how it will be, as I will it, so mote it be, and it's not about worry. It's about alignment with the desired outcome and making that the reality. Yeah, I could talk for hours on this, but we don't have hours. So I just want you to really focus on manifestation and aligning with the energy that you want to draw to you, not aligning with the energy that you want to avoid, because I think you're good at doing it the wrong way round. So a little reset there and bring you back on to focus on what should be focused on, not the stuff that's taking your energy away from achieving what it is that you really are capable of.
So again, I want to say to everybody that many times people who show up in the same place when there's something spiritual going on, like whoever comes to a class together or whoever tunes into this tea party together, even if your specific question doesn't get answered, listen to the information that's coming out in the cards for that group, for that energy to be understood. So even though you may not have got your card answered tonight, there may be information for others. Like, for instance, a couple people have asked about people who have passed on,
Right.
and how do they move forward, things like that. So just kind of listen to the answers that are given for everyone, and you might find that there's something in that of value that you can use. So I'm up next for Sarah Elizabeth. She has changes, and she wants to know what to do.
Changes.
All right. Well, this is wiping the slate clean and starting over. So I think it's about understanding that change is not bad. We just have to make adjustments. So, a new day is dawning. And this guy has a feather in his cap just like the Fool. So you do have the right amount of experience and understanding to go with the changes. So I think your answer is kind of like embrace the changes. You've got this white horse, so move forward peacefully, embrace the changes, and everything is going to be all right. Michelle, a card for in general.
Such specific questions this evening. The lovers, baby. So this is an interesting card as well. Well, it can indicate the obvious. But I think there's more to it than that in this instance. I think this is very much for you. I think there's also that kind of inherent inquisitiveness. Can I say that? Can I even get that? Inquisitiveness. You just need to know, don't you? You're the one who had to bite that apple, didn't you? When he went, what'd you go and bite the apple for? Now he's all like upset with us and we're going to get thrown out of here. But no, you've got to know. You've got to know how things work. You understand all these are metaphors, right? I mean, this is Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and the serpent actually represents the Kundalini, or the life force energy, and the apple, when you cut it in half, not vertically but horizontally, has a perfect pentacle in the middle of it, which represents the four elements in spirit, which you also see on the devil card, which is the manifestation, the lightning flash down the tree, and becoming incarnate. Spirit becoming incarnate. So you're interested, though, to understand the nature of nature itself. So yeah, lovers, yes. True partnership, maybe. But again, there needs to be that kind of mutual development kind of thing going here. I think you know what I mean. I'm gonna move on and let you figure that one out.
And I just want to let everybody know that if you are local to the shop in New Paltz, this Saturday is the Psychic Fair, so readings $10 for 10 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah, Saturday is Psychic Fair.
I thought it was next Saturday.
No.
It's the 31st.
No, it'll be the 32nd.
Oh, well, I think it should be 32 days.
All right, so Saturday's a Psychic Fair for anybody who's interested.
Ignore me.
All right, so this is Suzanne, who won a card.
And it's you.
Wheel of Fortune. I think that last year probably sucked for you.
Tell it how it is.
That 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but you hung in there, and now things are on the move, headed in the right direction, and I think you are going to find a way to balance things, have enough time to play, and make enough money to enjoy that time. So I think this is a really positive card for a general reading. All right.
Ideal.
So Trish wants to know, should her move go smooth this summer?
Will your move go smooth? Let's hope for a smooth move card. Well,
you're definitely moving.
You're moving. There's nothing broken. This is good. I feel somehow though there's a feel almost like I'm abandoning something, and there's almost a reluctance to go, but it's okay. You've not destroyed anything, and you'll have hugely happy memories in your new place. So, I understand the reticence. I do, but I think. Well.
I was just looking to see if you had any more questions.
You're poking don't pick
no,
my iPad.
going.
It's your iPad then. I don't. Sorry. We're having a transparent moment here.
No, go ahead, keep answering.
I'm keep going. So yeah, your move, I do believe, will be largely uneventful. Okay, but I think it is an emotional thing for you. I
Torn,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah, because you know, the cups, they're emotions. You know, so I get it, but it'll be okay. It will. Honestly, it'll be okay, Trish.
All right. This is Timothy. He's wondering if he's going to be able to get his driver's license. Ooh. Well, it could be expensive. And there might be some kind of difficulty, Timothy, with finding the car to drive to take the test. And you might have to do it more than once, because this knight does eventually get where he's going. He sticks with it. He sticks with it, but it is a little bit of slow going. So don't get frustrated with yourself. Don't get upset. Focus on the prize and do your very best. And I think that it is a yes answer. It's just a maybe not as soon as you'd like.
Well, nothing ever is as soon as you like. But I will tell you, I'm just going to butt in for 10 seconds. Here we've got this beautiful ploughed field. So this is great potential. So try not to get too frustrated if things don't go as quickly as you would like.
Now I'm just going to check this name.
Check it out.
Sure I have the name written down right.
I know nothing.
Oh gosh, it was back a ways.
Oh, there's a lot of people.
Georgie Green wants to know.
You want to know right now?
Georgie Green, appreciate a card on relationship.
Relationships. All right, Georgie. Let's see what we can find. So, how long have we got? How long have we got, honestly? I can't do this one in 10 seconds. It's the King of Cups. All right, so just be mindful that somebody who may be around you right now may not be being entirely transparent, open and honest with you. That's not to say that they're a hugely bad person, okay? I feel that they've struggled with their sense of self-esteem a lot.
False advertising.
Yeah, and I think they're gilding the lily a little bit because of that. They want to give you the answer that they think you want to hear, even though they don't. Even though they couldn't, with the best will in the world, and they certainly do have the best will in the world. With the best will in the world, they can't necessarily come up with the goods. They can't follow through with that. But they'd sooner tell you what you want to hear because they want you to feel good because they're so upset about people not feeling good about them. If this makes sense to you, I think. So tread softly here and understand, because you know you're a born bloody healer, right? Which is also why you are attracted to damaged things. So understand that, okay? And you've got to really be a little bit brutal here and say, is this something I'm looking to heal? Is this something I'm looking to make better? Or is this a true life partner for me? Okay, I'm sorry to be so brutal about that, but you asked. All right.
Yeah. Dana.
Hello, Dana.
Dana wants a card in general.
She wants to know about generals as well.
I think there's some sort of big opportunity coming to partner up. Now, it doesn't always mean a romantic relationship, but it does mean two people working for a common cause. So I think you are going to find someone who's headed in your direction, who has the same sort of thought process and ability, and I think you guys are going to connect and work together on something really great. Whether it's just a business partnership or if there's romance in there, that's possible. But I do think this is something to feel great about, being able to work with someone who's a true partner. And Trish, bring your husband up if you can. Last but not least, because we're 15 minutes over, but it's all good. This is Sharon, and she wants to know about some travel plans.
Travel plans.
For this year.
It's better to travel. It is, honestly. Oh, not bad actually.
Yeah.
In fact, you're going to get an upgrade. So,
Well, you know, it's funny because sometimes we have time and no money, and sometimes we have money and no time. This looks like you're going to be able to do what you need to do, doesn't
yeah,
it?
you got money and time, you know. So also take the slow boat. You know what I'm saying? We've got the little snail here. So the thing is, when we're always, life is a journey, okay? And sometimes we're just so focused on a bloody destination, we forget that the magnificent scenery that we're driving through, you know, and we're so focused on we've got to get where we're going, we've got to get where we're going. Sometimes it's better to just not really go anywhere, but just go and enjoy the trip. And if you have the luxury of being able to do like a very circuitous route, or like an RV across the country, or a cruise to foreign climes, go the slow way, get on the back roads, or go the road less traveled, and experience the culture and the amazing stuff, because I think that's going to be really, really good for you. And yeah, I see you traveling in a very salubrious. Salubrious. You're not going steerage, that's for bloody sure.
No,
all right.
no, it's going first class.
All right.
All right. So again, thank you all so very, very much for tuning in. We do. Yes, Trish. Yes, she's asking, can she do $20 for 20 minutes? The psychic fair is $10 for 10 minutes, 20 for 20, 30 for 30, or up to an hour for 60. So you save quite a bit of money because an hour is $90 usually. And a regular reading is $50 for half an hour. So 10 for 10, you choose how long, but it is 10-minute increments. It's Saturday from 11 to 6, and we have 6 readers. We might also have some people doing energy work that day. You never know, whether it's Reiki or chakra crystal stuff. And again, I just wanted to say, go back and listen, because if you have a question on a topic that we answered tonight, then you might see that information or that understanding that came from the cards could help you, If you're having difficulty with a child, maybe it is about how you communicate with them. If you're processing grief or a loved one who's passed, maybe there is some information here for that. And if it's regarding a move, maybe you are very torn, and there's information that you can glean from this tea party. So have a listen back. It'll be here for a few days, then it's over on YouTube. We do this the 3rd Wednesday of every month. And the 4th Wednesday of every month, we have what we call our in-house tea. So next Wednesday night at 5:30, White Owl and Wren are going to be hosting the in-house tea. It's in the annex. They'll serve tea and cookies.
There is actually tea.
Yeah, there is actually tea. And it is going to be work with candle magic and candle scrying. So they're going to talk about how to do divination and how to do magic with candles and flames.
How spooky cool is that?
So we did 50 cards
Get out.
in an hour and 20 minutes. And that's about all we really have time for tonight. We do really love that you want to come here and listen to us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Blessings for the year of the metal rat.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And I'll see how bad my Welsh is, but Bendithian Cynetheci.
Yeah.
All right. So
Brightest
which is
blessings.
brightest blessings to you.
All right.
So thank you so much for joining us. It's been a joy. Just a reminder, if you want a reading, I think I'm working on the psychic fair this coming Saturday. So yeah, if you have the grave misfortune of wanting to come and see me, fine. But I only read people with a Y in their name unless they bring beer. So just saying. No, I'm joking. I'll be there. So
Anton's going to be one of the readers.
I am.
We have 6 readers, and like I said, and possibly some energy work. $10 for 10 minutes, last Saturday of every month. And if anybody's into weather magic, then just make it be rain, no snow.
Yeah, we would like that. So thank you so much for joining in. We're going to sign off now. It's going to be available if you want to go back and look at this broadcast. It will be on YouTube, and it'll also be on Facebook for a few days. But it stays around forever on YouTube, which is why we're glad we finally got back there. So thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.